Why do some people keep going when everything is difficult, while others stop even when they are close to success? This question follows many people for years. It appears in quiet moments, late at night, or after another failed attempt. From the outside, success often looks simple. We see results, titles, and achievements, but we rarely see the long road behind them. Two people can start at the same place. They can have the same education, the same opportunities, and even the same dreams. Yet after a few years, their lives can look completely different. One continues moving forward, step by step. The other slowly gives up, not because they are weak, but because something inside becomes tired. Success is rarely about talent alone. It is rarely about luck. In most cases, the difference is hidden in small daily choices that nobody notices. The choice to try again after rejection. The choice to wake up early when motivation is low. The choice to continue learning when progress feels slow.
People who succeed are not fearless. They are not always confident. Many of them feel doubt almost every day. The difference is that they do not wait for perfect conditions. They act while feeling uncertain. They move while still afraid. On the other side, people who quit are not lazy or incapable. Often they are simply overwhelmed. They compare themselves to others. They expect fast results. When improvement takes longer than expected, frustration grows. Doubt becomes louder than effort. The truth is uncomfortable, but simple. Success is usually quiet. It is repetitive. It is built in small moments that do not look impressive. And quitting rarely happens in one big decision. It happens in many small pauses, one skipped day, one delayed plan, one quiet maybe later. This is not a story about winners and losers. It is a story about habits, patience, and how we speak to ourselves when nobody is watching. Because the real difference between those who continue and those who stop is often invisible. It lives in thoughts, not in circumstances.
Most people do not quit at the beginning. They quit in the middle, when they are already tired, but the result is still invisible. This moment is quiet. There is no big drama. There is only a simple thought that appears again and again. What's the point? At this stage, progress feels slow. Days start to look the same. Effort continues, but motivation becomes weaker. A person may sit alone and whisper, "I can't do this anymore." Not loudly, not emotionally, just quietly, like a fact. This is the moment when comparison becomes dangerous. Someone opens social media and sees other people moving faster, achieving more, celebrating results. Inside, another sentence appears, "I'm falling behind." And once this sentence grows stronger, action becomes heavier. Quitting rarely happens because of one big failure. It happens because of many small pauses. One missed day turns into two. One delayed plan becomes a habit. A person starts saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." Tomorrow sounds harmless, but tomorrow often becomes later, and later slowly becomes never. There is also another quiet phrase that many people repeat without noticing. "Maybe this isn't for me." It feels logical, it feels calm, but in reality, it is often just exhaustion speaking, not truth. The middle of the journey is uncomfortable because it is invisible. There are no rewards yet, no applause, only repetition, only small steps. And when those steps feel meaningless, the mind searches for escape. It offers comfort, it offers rest. It says, "You've tried enough." But this moment is also a turning point. Some people stop here. Others pause, breathe, and tell themselves something different. Not a loud speech, just a simple sentence like, "Let me try one more time." That small sentence does not remove fear or doubt, but it keeps movement alive. The difference between quitting and continuing is often not strength or intelligence, it is the choice of which sentence becomes louder inside the mind. The moment people usually quit is not dramatic, it is quiet, and that is why many do not even notice it. The difference between people who continue and people who stop is often not talent. It is not luck. It is not even confidence. The real difference usually hides in daily habits, small actions that look unimportant but slowly change direction. Successful people rarely feel motivated every day. Many mornings start with hesitation. The alarm rings, and the first thought is not energy, but resistance. In this quiet moment, a simple sentence appears, "I'll start now." Not because they feel ready, but because they understand that waiting for perfect energy can take forever. Daily habits are not dramatic, they are repetitive. A person opens a notebook, reads a page, practices a skill, or sends one message. These actions are small, almost invisible, but repetition builds something stronger than motivation. It builds rhythm. People who quit often wait for a perfect day. They say, "I need the right moment." The right moment sounds wise, but it is usually a delay. Days pass, plans grow older, energy disappears. Meanwhile, someone else simply takes one small step and whispers, "Step by step." Habits also change how time feels. When actions are repeated, progress becomes less emotional and more stable. A person does not ask every day, "Is this working?" Instead, they think, "I'm still learning." This sentence removes pressure. It allows growth without fear of being imperfect. The hidden power of habits is that they reduce decision fatigue. Instead of asking, "Should I do this today?" the mind slowly shifts to, "This is what I do." The action becomes part of identity, not a daily debate. None of these habits look impressive from the outside. There is no applause for consistency, no celebration for showing up quietly. But over time, these small decisions create distance. Two people who started together begin to move apart. One waited for inspiration, the other moved with routine. In the end, success is often not built in moments of excitement. It is built in ordinary mornings, simple evenings, and quiet choices where a person tells themselves, "Just a little more today." There is a conversation that happens every day, but nobody else can hear it. It is the quiet dialogue inside the mind. This self-talk often decides direction more than circumstances do. Two people can face the same difficulty, but the sentences they repeat to themselves can lead them to very different places. When a problem appears, one voice may say, "I'm not good enough." It sounds honest, even realistic, but this sentence closes doors before they are even opened. It turns effort into doubt, and doubt into hesitation. Another voice, sometimes softer, may answer, "I'll try again." The situation does not change immediately, but the movement continues. Self-talk is rarely loud. It appears in small pauses, while walking home, while looking at unfinished work, while lying awake at night. A person may think, "This is too hard," and sometimes it truly feels hard, but the next sentence matters more than the first one. A quiet, "Keep going," can be enough to prevent stopping. People who continue are not always positive. They also feel fear and frustration.
The difference is that they do not let one negative sentence become the final decision. They allow doubt to speak, but they do not give it control. After "I'm tired," they add, "but I'm not done yet."
Language inside the mind shapes perception. If someone repeats "nothing works," the world begins to look closed. If they repeat "I'm still learning," mistakes begin to look like steps instead of walls. The external situation may stay the same, but the inner direction shifts. This inner dialogue also affects energy. Harsh words drain strength. Gentle but firm words restore it. Saying, "I'll do what I can today," creates space for action without pressure. It is not a promise of perfection, it is permission to move. The most powerful sentences are often the simplest. Not speeches, not motivation, just small phrases repeated quietly when nobody is watching. Over time, these phrases become beliefs, and beliefs become habits, and habits slowly become a path.
Success rarely arrives as a loud moment. It does not usually appear with music, applause, or sudden confidence. In real life, success often looks quiet. It looks like repetition. It looks like ordinary days where a person simply continues. Many people imagine success as a finish line, a big achievement, a clear victory. But for most people, success is not a single event. It is a long sequence of small decisions, waking up again, trying again, saying one more day, even when energy is low. From the outside, success looks fast. From the inside, it feels slow. There are weeks with no visible progress, months where doubt grows louder than results. In those moments, the most honest sentence is not "I'm the best," but "I'm still learning." People who reach their goals often do not feel extraordinary. They simply did not stop. They kept moving while others paused. They allowed themselves to be imperfect. They repeated, "I'm not done yet," instead of searching for certainty.
Success also changes meaning over time. At first, it is about achievement. Later, it becomes about stability. Then it becomes about peace. The person who once chased results begins to value consistency and clarity. This is why success is difficult to see from the outside. It is built in quiet mornings, small efforts, and invisible decisions. It is built in sentences whispered when nobody is listening, step by step. Keep going. I'll try again. The difference between those who succeed and those who quit is rarely dramatic. It is usually simple. One person stops speaking to themselves with patience, the other continues. And over time, those quiet words become a direction.
Thanks! Please subscribe and like. Spin a new yarn with us every week. See you there!